Not clickbait. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Gabriela. I make videos about astrology, fragrance, self-care, mental health, actor life. I do vlogs and basically whatever else I feel like talking about. So if that sounds like your jam, please stick around. Today, we are doing a get ready with me, chit chat sort of video. Getting ready for a date with a Scorpio. If you guys watch my channel, you know I really have a thing for Scorpios. And hopefully this one has a thing for me. But yeah, I explain later how we met and what precautions we have taken. Of course, we have FaceTimed already. We've been talking for a while. We were both tested this week and tested negative. What else can I say? I have asthma and an autoimmune disease, so I'm not playing around, but there comes a point where it's like, okay, I need to meet you in person to see, you know, let's do this. We already know we get along, so we got to meet face to face. So I'm really excited. I have put together this sort of rosy, neutral makeup look. It's not anything too crazy. It's vaguely bridal. I did smoke out the outer edges, but otherwise, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of shimmer and sparkle on my lids. And what inspired this whole look to be like this dusty, rosy, sparkly moment is the sponsor of today's video, which is Viktor Rolf fragrance. I cannot believe that I'm working with them. I truly cannot, because all the women in my family have been wearing Flowerbomb for probably, I don't know, 10, 15 years, but it is definitely the fragrance that I'm gonna be wearing on this date tonight. And I just wanted to show you, they have a limited edition holiday version of Flowerbomb that's coming out. It's out this holiday season. It's perfect for gift giving. So it comes in this box. I've already taken it out because I've already been wearing it, but it comes in this awesome millennial pink box. And wait till you see this bottle. Especially if you are an astrology lover or you know somebody who likes astrology. The stars on this bottle, the fact that it's shaped like a grenade, it's so gorgeous, and this is such an iconic fragrance. Some notes include patchouli, jasmine, orange blossom, vanilla, tea. It's basically, to me, it smells like a very, very sweet candied floral almost. It smells like that carefree life of the party, flirty yet elegant woman with a little bit of edge to her, which is kind of how I'd like to present myself today. It's kind of how I think about myself. Of course, this is the final touch before I walk out the door. So we're gonna do a spray here, a spray in the hair, and honestly, I'm just gonna go like this. It's such a powerful fragrance that you only really need a couple sprays. It is a perfect date fragrance. This makes me feel super flirty, super feminine, really put together. It makes me feel sparkly, you know? Like, I'm kind of like blinged out. Like, it just makes me feel really, really glam in a way that is still approachable and kind of appropriate for every day or for dates. So I hope that I get a compliment on this tonight. If you are looking for a gift for someone special this holiday season, this is a limited edition bottle. It usually does not have these beautiful stars. What's really cool about giving Flowerbomb as a gift this holiday season is on the Viktor Rolf website, you can dress up your bottle and pick different accessories and bottles. So you can really kind of customize based on who you're giving it to, or if it's a gift for yourself, you can just make a gorgeous, unique Flowerbomb bottle all for you or all for that special someone. So make sure you check out the link in the description to shop the product and make somebody very, very happy this holiday season. So let's get into this very Flowerbomb inspired first date, get ready with me for my date with a Scorpio. Okay, everyone, we're gonna start with hair. So my hair was washed yesterday, I wanna say. I think yesterday morning. I never wash it day of anything important because it just takes forever to dry. So I have some oil in it. If you wanna see everything about my hair and my hair routine, you can check out my hair routine video. I posted it just 2 weeks ago, so it has all my secrets in there, but I'm just gonna get started into styling it. But you guys don't care about me styling. This is not what Get Ready With Me's are about. This is chit chat. Okay, so yes, I am going on a date with a Scorpio. So I've said it in a vlog before, but I've become quite wary or cautious about sharing you know, dating stuff on my channel, just because I feel like, you know, in my experience the last couple years, people like ask questions when sometimes I just don't want to talk about it. I'm like, you know what I mean? And I just think some things need to be kept private. But I think the getting ready process for a date is very fun. It's very special. It's Saturday today. I cleaned my entire apartment, like scrubbed the floors, did everything, because that's what I usually like to do on Saturdays. But also I feel like I wanted a really soothing, clean, feminine environment to get ready in, because it's all about mindset. And getting ready is fun, especially these days. You know, we're not really going out. So my whole apartment is clean. Ugh, it smells great. I was even wary to film this as a concept, because I think I don't want to paint myself as someone who is disregarding what's going on in the world. Absolutely not. However, I'll tell you a little backstory. This person and I met on an app, and I don't, I feel kind of bad, but I am someone who really, when I'm on apps, sorry, I keep looking this way, the mirror's this way. On apps, I'm pretty bad at responding. You know, unless I'm really, really eager to talk to you for some reason, which I don't know, profiles and pictures, they don't tell enough, you know, about a person. So if I get a message that's like, how's your day going? Unfortunately, I think a lot of people on apps can sympathize. You get a lot of those messages, and it's just like, at a certain point, they kind of all blend together, and I don't like to spend a bunch of time messaging people on apps. I have things to do. So I'm not great at messaging back to people once we have matched. Plus, it's just like not a priority for me. You know, I'm not like desperate to see where it goes with every single person I match with. Unfortunately, I'm sure some people are probably frustrated with me for that, but that's how I work. But so we matched, and I responded because this person, his opening message to me was so funny, and it referenced something in my profile, and it was just totally my sense of humor. Like, it was just so stupid, and I loved it. So I responded, and then lo and behold, he's got a great sense of humor, and that's like pretty much top of my list for at least getting me interested in somebody. So that was cool. So we matched, we messaged and texted a little bit, and you know, I got to know that he's got a great sense of humor. And then we scheduled a FaceTime date last week, or I don't know if it was a date, but it was a FaceTime thing. And we had the FaceTime thing, and I thought it was gonna be like 30 minutes maybe. And it went 3.5 hours. So we had a really, really, really good time, or at least I did. And it was super cool, just as charming on FaceTime as he was over messages, and even cuter than his pictures show him to be, which showed him to be very cute. So if you're watching this, sir, I'm sorry, this is what I do, so you're gonna have to, you know, you're gonna have to get used to it, I guess. You know, it's better to be honest with people. I do feel like some people get nervous about, or they don't like my social media presence, and that's totally okay, but it's like, listen, social media pays my bills and you don't, so I am not going to stop doing my thing. Also, I like it. It's who I am. I'm very social. So anyway, so yeah, it's been a new rule of mine not to follow people on social media or tell them about my social media until we've been dating, or I've been until I've seen them. Been seeing them for quite some time, because I just think once people find my social media, there's so much about me to watch, you know. I'm sure I don't know, I'm sure a lot of people really enjoy that I have so much media for them to think that they can form an opinion about me, and it's valid. I get where that comes from, but I don't like, I want to be more in control of how I present myself to you and your impression of me. And I think that if people have access to my social media, they have free reign to just watch certain videos and make, you know, assumptions about me, or I don't know. I just also think I'm realizing in my older years, it's not like a priority to be all over each other on social media. I also noticed that when I first start to date somebody, sometimes I get a little nervous about what I'm putting in my story once I know that they're watching, because I'm like, oh, maybe they will think I'm weird, and then I start censoring myself and it affects my work, and I don't like that. So I don't know his last name, I don't know his social media. It's great, I love that. He didn't ask about mine, we love it. So we had the great FaceTime date. I really thought he wasn't probably gonna call me back because I didn't hear from him for like 4 days or something. And then I started overthinking and I was like, girl, why did you have that last glass of wine on FaceTime? You were so embarrassing. So yeah, but then he hit me up after the weekend was over. He hit me up on Monday, which we love because it's a very respectful thing to do, to ask about somebody's week ahead instead of being like, what are you doing tonight or what are you doing tomorrow? It's not acceptable for me. So yeah, so then we made plans for Saturday. He said, do you want to do another FaceTime or you want to meet in person? And I said, if you have time to get tested and get the results, that would obviously be negative. I am open to meeting you, but yeah, I'm not open to, I've been super, super cautious. I have several reasons why I need to be cautious, and also just ethically, it's the right thing to do. But at this point, because we had such a nice FaceTime, I'm like eager to meet him in person and see if we have that chemistry in real life, because, you know, I feel like we both passed that test over FaceTime. Let's see, you know, how we are in real life, or we can just, you know, go our separate ways or whatever. I'm not about wasting time these days, but I don't feel like he's a waste of time. I'm definitely really freaking excited. But anyway, so yeah, his test came back negative. So tonight we're gonna have some cocktails on a patio. LA is closing again tonight. We have a new curfew, 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. I have no idea why. It's not stricter. I have no idea why. Does COVID not come out in the daytime? I don't know. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm very excited. We're meeting at a bar in Los Feliz, and it's cool. And he was very, I'm also gonna give you some dating tips, gents. It's very respectful, and women notice when you ask where the person lives and if you can meet at a place around there. Do not ask to pick them up, because it's like, I don't know you, you know? Even if you, I don't know you. I don't want to get in your car the first time. And I don't feel like this guy's a weirdo, but it's just, it's a little too much. Don't suggest, don't even have a woman have to make that decision. And then definitely don't suggest you going over to her house. No. Like, even on the second date, if you're like, can I cook for you? And then you kind of invite yourself over to her house, I just don't find that very respectful. So those are some tips. I did appreciate that he was like, hey, let's go in a place in your area. And I was like, my area is not that fun. It's very quiet, which is why I live here. So let's go to Los Feliz. So that's what we're gonna do. My hair is done. You probably can't see because this robe is really dark. I'm just doing my classic waves. Maybe I'll style some more pieces once I finish the makeup, but let's get started on the makeup. Let me wet my beauty blender. My dog is asleep on my lap, but he's gotta get off because I gotta wet my beauty blender. So I don't have to leave for another like hour and a half, but I still have some natural light here, so that's what I wanted to work with. Yeah, and part of me is also thinking, well, what if he finds this video, Gabi, and then he's gonna know that you wear makeup? I'm sorry, if you're an adult and you're surprised that your date's wearing makeup, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, what are you even thinking? Plus, yes, it's one thing to put out, it is like kind of not completely normal. Not everyone's in social media and content creation, right? So it's not completely normal to like put your get ready with me process for a date on social media. But I mean, in terms of knowing that I get ready for dates and things like that, it's like, if I have a good connection with this person and we continue to get to know each other for some time, they're going to know this is how I look without makeup. So I mean, the thing is, I was reading this book. Basically, if you scare people away by who you are, I mean, definitely be respectful. Definitely don't push your pace on somebody else. And don't do all the weird things, you know, that they tell you not to do. Don't be like, do you want children? What can you see having children with me? Like, don't be weird. But be yourself, because even if someone rejects you for who you are, like they're not vibing with you, you're not gonna waste your time, because you are who you are, you know? It hurts to be rejected, but it definitely hurts more to go through a breakup once somebody realizes that you're not who you sort of convince them you were or something. So I'm just about being me, you know, because I know that there are people that love me. My friends love me for who I am, so, and your friends love you for who you are, so just be you. I just used the e.l.f. matte putty primer. I don't really know if this works. I just think, you know, it creates kind of a nice canvas. Who knows? This is the Chanel Ultra Lutin foundation. My color is Beige Doré 31. It looks like that. I love this foundation. It matches me pretty well. It's like kind of more yellow than I actually am, but it ends up looking fine. Isn't it funny that when you know that someone's eyes are on you, or you know that someone is... I was laying in bed last night after enjoying an adult treat, if you know what I mean. It was candy, but it was adult candy. And I was thinking, I was like, man, I'm seeing this date as like my way to get to know if I want to see him again and whatever. But then my brain was like, yeah, but he's doing the same for you. He might decide that he doesn't like you. You're on the chopping block or whatever. Like, and then I had to say, Gabi, it's time to watch Girlfriends and go to bed, because your brain is not being logical. But it's nerve-wracking to know that like somebody's eyes are on you, and then you start thinking about, I just thought about my voice just now. I just thought, do I have an annoying voice? I think what it is that my insecurities from like being young, they kind of catch up to me, and it makes me you know, not want to accept that I'm like a bad bee, you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes me feel like, because people used to make so much fun of me in middle school and elementary school. They would make fun of me, but then they would also tell me that I'm so full of myself. So it's like, okay, so you think I'm full of myself, but you're also like bullying me. So what do you want for me to not like myself? So I was in that headspace, and sometimes I think when you're vulnerable and you know that people are judging you, it's kind of like an audition where all of your little things that you've ever been told, they start coming back. Okay, the foundation is done. Oh, already, it's great. I just need an even skin tone, babe. Like, that's really what I need. I'm gonna use the Milani Conceal and Perfect Conceal and Perfect in 120 Light Vanilla. This is like a lot, so I'm just gonna do a little bit where I really need it. But this foundation does most of the work. I love it. What are you doing? Sometimes when I do computer work, I realize I am like picking my face. Like, I'll just have my hand on my chin and then I'll start picking it, and like, I don't know, like it'll just make a wound. I don't know. And then it's very annoying. It's very mindless. I don't mean to, but it's a distracted / anxiety thing maybe. What is on my ear? What the heck is on my ear? So anyway, tonight I'm thinking of wearing, I mean, you probably saw it in the opening clip. I'm thinking of wearing this satiny blouse that I like, because I really do feel very comfortable in button downs. I love button downs. I feel like that's my style. And I know I want to wear some skinny jeans or maybe leather pants. Why not? It's gonna be chilly tonight. It's been kind of chilly, so I can rock my leather pants finally. They're so warm. But yeah, I mean, you want to show off your assets, and I know what mine are, so I am showing off my legs and I also just want to show off my general shape, you know what I mean? But it's hard. I have it hasn't been cold here in many months, and I have, in many months, I have forgotten almost like how to look cute for a date in the cold weather. Also, I'm not a big dater. Let me tell you, I'm not just going out on dates willy-nilly if anybody asks. I have had, not to brag, but I've had approximately a gajillion people ask me on dates, and I'm just not gonna do it. Like, especially if that's the first time you want to meet, is just like, we should get dinner. Sir, we are in a pandemia. You cannot be doing that. I refuse. Are you trying to kill me? It literally says on my profile, I'm COVID conscious. Stop. The fact that I even have to say COVID conscious. Like, are you conscious of COVID? yeah, there was one guy who messaged me months ago at the beginning of quarantine when we were all terrified. And I mean, I'm still frightened, but like I've adjusted. And he was like, hey, you want to watch a movie tonight at my place? First of all, hi, nice to meet you. I could be a weirdo. Why are you inviting me over? So already I was done. But also, you don't know me, you don't know where I've been, and you're going to invite me into your house. I could literally be COVID positive. And then I was like, that's not safe. And he was like, oh, me and my roommates we're all Rona free. And I'm like, as funny as you're trying to make this, it's not funny. And does Rona free mean negative? Does Rona free mean that you guys got tested 2 weeks ago and then have not gone anywhere? Like, I don't trust your roommates. It is very much sort of like STDs, where it's like you're taking the risk of basically sleeping with whoever that person has been with. I don't know. I just, it's a big turnoff. But that's made it easy, you know? If you are ignorant about COVID, then I'm just not going out with you, ever. So, anyway. Too Faced, Born This Way, setting powder. So yeah, I've not gone on a bunch of dates. I have not been going on just a bunch of random dates willy-nilly. Can I not say willy-nilly? That kind of makes me sick. Like, it's like the same thing when people say, I was talking to my friend Harper, I was saying, what are some of your big turnoffs? Like, things that guys say on dates, or things that people say in general. And she doesn't like, she canceled a date because a guy said perfect. Listen, we've got standards. Yeah, I mean, when you know that you're not gonna like him, you just know, okay? He must not have been that interesting to her in the first place, but yeah, she was like, hey, are we still cool to meet tomorrow for coffee? And he's like, yeah. And so she said, how about at Dinosaur at 2? First of all, if you're planning the date and you're 100% planning the date and he's the one who, I'm a little traditional, but no, that's already a red flag. I'm not planning this. But anyway, she goes 2 p.m. okay, and he goes perfect, and then she literally canceled on him. So my thing, I have a lot of deal breakers, but one thing I don't like when people say in general is super duper. I think it's almost like baby talk, and it kind of makes me sick. Like, this is a blush, it's super duper bright. Ooh, makes me sick. Anyway, this is a blush. This is the Clarins Joli blush in 5 Cheeky Boum. And a boom is a party, right, in French? Boom, boom, boom. It looks like this. This is sort of a shimmery peach color. I think it's very pretty, and it goes on kind of sparkly, and I dig that. It's a more, if NARS Orgasm were less pinky, more peachy, and a lot of gold. So I'm gonna use this. It's quite sheer, so, but it's nice because it's buildable. I'm not gonna go super heavy on like the face color or anything. I just think that's not, I don't know, it's just not what I like to do for dates. But I love a bit of blush, especially for my complexion. So this color is really great for me. The formula is super smooth. It melts right into the skin, and it kind of gives you a little bit of a highlight as well, if you can see, which I really, really like. So I love this. This was gifted to me by Clarins. Thank you, Clarins. Shout out to you guys. I've been using Clarins for over 10 years. My mom and I first discovered it at Nordstrom when I was probably 11 or 12, and we fell in love. We love Clarins. The skincare, I remember using their like chamomile, their yellow toner. Yeah, so I love that. I love that color. It's adding a nice glow again. So love that. I'm gonna add a little bit of that concealer to my eyelids, like a tiny bit. But yeah, I don't like super duper. It feels like baby talk to me, and it grosses me out. If you say it, no hard feelings. I truly don't care. But I'm just saying, if I had a friend or a partner who said super duper all the time, it's too much. Especially when it's made to be serious. Like, if you're gonna say like, you look super duper hot, I'm sick, truly. I know I'm picky, you guys, but I'm not even picky. That's not true. Yes, I am. Yes, I totally am. I just date with intention. I live my life with intention. I don't have time to waste. Not even if people are young, you know, I still don't think you have time to waste. I think time is always precious. You should never let anyone waste your time. Not that saying super duper, you know what I'm saying. Gonna use, do I need to tell? It's not a tutorial, but I'm using this eyeshadow by Alima Pure. I used to also love Naked Lunch by MAC. That used to be my lid color till the day I died. I still think I have it in a palette. I need to get, I really do adore that color. But I've been using more neutral / cool colors on my complexion lately since I've been doing this seasonal color palette thing. I made a TikTok about it, but basically, there's a thing called seasonal color palettes, and it's basically just dressing based on your complexion and things. So sometimes I felt like my hair, my makeup, my clothes were not, you know, making my complexion pop. And I realized I was not dressing according to my complexion. Like if you look at my earlier videos when I had, you know, it was very warm brown hair that was like lightened from the sun. I felt like that did nothing for my complexion. And now I have this kind of black, soft black, because it's kind of faded. I love this. I've been wearing more jewel tones. I have a video that I recently uploaded in a hot pink silk kind of haltery top. Not something I normally would have picked out ever, but the color, if I can just say, I think it looks great. So for my eyes, I'm not gonna describe every little thing, but I'll use the Kat Von D Lolita Por Vida palette. So I wanna do a super soft look. Soft glam, I don't even know if I would call it soft glam, but something super soft. That's another thing that's important to me, is having a lot of time to get ready before a date or an outing of any kind, because you don't want to be in that rushed mindset. It just doesn't feel good. It's not, you know, I'm not going to be in my feminine free-flowing energy if I get into that headspace. Yeah, I kind of want to know how you guys are navigating dating, because it's been almost a year. So obviously, I mean, I was like, I'm just going to be single. I don't care. But then I started like, you know, it's fun to date, at least to talk to people and to, I'm not actively looking for a companion. I don't think anything is missing from my life. But one day I would like to have a life partner. And so I'm always open to meeting those people, you know. But I feel happy because I'm not looking for it. Like I don't feel that my life will begin once I've met a partner, which I'm really happy with, because that is codependency. So yeah, he's a Scorpio. He's an October Scorpio. His Venus is in Sag. His Mars is in Libra. And his moon is in Virgo. So honey, I better look flawless because he's gonna judge me. No, I'm kidding. I mean, maybe he'll judge me, but I don't need to look flawless. But yeah, it's a strong combo. But you know what, y'all? When I heard I didn't even know he was a Scorpio until we talked. I was like, I'm not one of those people that's like, I won't date you if you're whatever sign. But I should have known, because he's cute. I'm gonna add a little bit of shimmer to the lid. Why not? We'll have a little bit of fun. Nothing too much, but you know, like under candlelight or whatever light they have, it'll be probably pretty. A little bit of shimmer. What music do you guys listen to when you clean the house? I want to know. Today I listened to mostly like funk. Well, it was just like oldies, soulful oldies, like Earth, Wind and Fire, Marvin Gaye, The Spinners, a little bit of Nina Simone. I have been listening to Christmas music the past couple days, but yeah, today I just wanted some funky, upbeat music. I love that. Like, I love the feeling of a clean home as well. There is truly nothing like it. And I realized that that is self-care for me. That's one of my biggest self-care practices. And it doesn't sound fun, and it's not really pampering, and it's sometimes very frustrating and tiring. But Nitra B had a new video doing, you know, weekend self-care. I think it was on the weekend. And she was basically like, self-care is finding out what stresses you out and then addressing it. And one of the number one, what am I saying? one of the top things that stresses me out is when my home isn't clean. You know, as annoying as it can be sometimes, it's important for me to address that because I just am so much happier. I'm so much more productive. Like, I feel really at ease right now just sitting here and getting ready because nothing is, you know, dirty and distracting me. So I'm gonna open a new mascara. I've been using the Chanel Le Volume. I need to open this new one that I got. I love this mascara. This is the best. For me and my very straight lashes, it keeps them curled, but it makes them look very long, which is what I look for. It's called Le Volume, but I don't really look that much for volume. I already have thick lashes. I just need them to look long because they are, but they're straight. So I need my mascara to be lengthening and curl holding, and this is truly the best. Also, me being an anxious person, I of course looked at the menu of this place beforehand. Also, he gave me 4 places to choose from, and I gave him 2 and let him choose because listen, that's how we do things. I want to be in my feminine. I'm not making the final choice, but I do appreciate that very much. And they were all kind of a different vibe, but one of the names was super fun, so I was like, well, definitely that's one of my choices. So we're going to that place. So they have passion fruit margaritas, and passion fruit is my favorite type of fruit flavoring. It's pretty much it's my favorite fruit flavor, but it's just pretty rare here in the States. So whenever I see passion fruit on a menu, I have to go for it. There's a place, a black owned coffee shop called Oba and Dells in Thai Town in Hollywood here, and they are doing a passion fruit ube cheesecake for Thanksgiving, and I wanted to get it, but it's 40 bucks, and honestly, I'm not gonna do that. I'm spending Thanksgiving alone with Mochi. Happy about it because I'm gonna stay healthy, and it can just be a nice day where I pamper myself and have a really nice quiet day. So if you're spending it with your family, don't feel bad for me because I'm genuinely fine. I spent my birthday alone. I spent last Christmas Eve alone. I'm great at being alone now. I love it. And I spent my birthday alone by choice. But yeah, I'm not just gonna get that for me. I would, it's not that I'm not worth it, but I can, you know, it's not how I want to spend my money right now. So at some point, maybe I could try that. It sounds really, really, really good. Also, if you're watching this, I'm always asking you to comment different things, but I want to know your favorite boba flavor because boba is always on my mind. And some of my favorite flavors are taro, which I didn't like for a long time, but I really like it now. Really like it now. Ooh, like imagine a taro themed, maybe I'll do that. I know nobody really watches this channel for makeup, but imagine a taro themed makeup tutorial. That would be so fun. Like cool purple tones. I like jasmine. I love Thai tea, but I try to stay away from it because I'm trying not to do so much caffeine, or caffeine at all really. And there's one at the place by my house where you can get coconut, fresh coconut with, or it's coconut with fresh strawberries at the bottom. So like you're slurping up little strawberry chunks, and it's not that fake stuff from like a can. It's not, you know, it's so good. But I do like the more traditional, or like the more, yeah, traditionally Asian flavors, like the taro and all of that. I also love, I do like green tea, and I do like, what was I just gonna say? Oh, Earl Grey. Love Earl Grey, but that's a lot of caffeine. Okay, I think the eyes are done. I'm not doing any eyeliner or anything that could like smudge or mess up. I don't want to have to think about it. So it's just a nice, soft, pinky, rosy, slightly shimmery moment. I look dead because nothing's on my lips. I'm going to do a little bit of liner. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I love this stuff. I don't want anything too done though, you know, like if I wear a bright color, I'm gonna get scared. I'm always scared that it gets on my teeth. That's like my biggest fear. I'm always going, whenever I wear bright lipstick, it's probably looks crazy. But I do think my lip shape is nice. We're talking about assets, so y'all, my new bed gets delivered tomorrow. It's from West Elm. It's beautiful and gray. I'll show you on Instagram. Make sure to follow me. I always link my Instagram down below. I feel like I get more attitude as I put makeup on. Interesting. And I think I'm gonna do Glossier Generation G in Like. This is super natural. It's very flattering for my skin tone. It doesn't define too much so that I have to worry about it bleeding outside my lips. Like, it's easy. And yeah, it looks really natural, in my opinion. So you can be like kind of messy with it. This is one, it's kind of a soft focus lip product, if that makes sense. So you can kind of blur it outside the lines. It's a great one if you want your lips to look really plump. And it just kind of looks like you've just been kissed, you know? Kissed by a rose on the grave or whatever. Oh, my moisturizer is kind of pilling and going into my hair, dang it. It like always pills around my hairline. It's probably because I just don't rub it in well enough around there. And when you have dark hair, you always got to get rid of the foundation around here. But that is the look, the makeup look and the hair. Very simple, really, if you consider like the amount of products I use, not much at all. And I'm gonna get dressed. I think I'm gonna take Mochi on a walk. So I'll be right back with you when I'm dressed. All right, so I wanna show you my outfit that I picked out. First, we have my jewelry. This is a gold necklace that I got in Guadalajara. My dad got it for me. It's the Virgin Mary. Then I have this horseshoe necklace and this chain necklace from Banana Republic. This shimmery blouse is from Zara. I hate to say it, but it is from Zara. And underneath it, I'm wearing it just unbuttoned enough. I have a sort of raspberry colored bra from Victoria's Secret. On the bottom, I am wearing leather leggings that I thrifted from Crossroads about a year and a half ago. And I have these really, really gorgeous Chanel knee-high boots that I got off of The Real Real, which is a luxury consignment website. Not sponsored, but I shop there, I sell there, and these Chanel boots were a steal. I have no idea why they were as inexpensive as they were, but I'm taking it. They're in amazing, perfect condition, and The Real Real always does sales, and so I got like 20% extra off or something. These were just such a good price, I couldn't refuse. Right here, we have the very subtle CC logo, and this coat is a burgundy color, and it's sort of a military style coat, which is right up my alley. I love adding a little bit of a masculine element, and it's from Zara also. So that's the whole look. Hopefully, hopefully it's a success, or at least not a distraction, right? You just hope, like, focus on getting to know me, I guess. I hope you like my outfit, or at least don't pay too much attention to it, but I feel really good. I feel super sexy. I smell great. I smell like Flowerbomb. I am really into the makeup look that I've done. I feel like my hair looks shiny. We're having a good day. So hopefully that doesn't mean bad things are coming, because sometimes in theater we say if the dress rehearsal goes really well, the show is not gonna go so well, but I'm not gonna think like that. I've gotta leave. Oh my God, I'm gonna leave in like 5 minutes. I'm so nervous. Okay, so wish me luck. This was very fun. I hope you enjoyed this video, and shout out again to Viktor and Rolf Fragrance for sponsoring this video. Thank you so much. Make sure to click the link in the description to shop the product and get your hands on this beautiful limited edition Flowerbomb bottle. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys.